Early morning found us leaving Nayland Marina and heading down the haven to the open sea. We'd refuelled last night alongside the range safety boat. They'd seen the Round Britain series and liked their cameo appearance in it.
This is Ramsey Sound between St David's Head and Ramsey Island. The current is absolutely ripping through. We stopped a moment ago to take a photograph and we were just shooting backwards. Real strong current pushing through. Well, we're off Bardsey Island on the very tip of the Claim Peninsula in North Wales. Had a gorgeous morning just coming up through Cardigan Bay. Flat calm, absolutely beautiful. And we've been greeted by the seals. There were seals offshore when we were coming in. Seals were diving, and as we come in we found a little colony of them on the rocks here.
Although it was far from being the shortest route to Holyhead, we decided that the Menai Strait was an experience not to be missed.
We just come flying across Carnarvon Bay and trying to get into the Menai Strait, and had a little panic. The buoys weren't where we thought they were or where the GPS said they were, and we suddenly started losing depth really quickly, and we found ourselves in 2 meters, still going 18 knots. So we just slowed it right down, stopped for a minute, had a look around and saw that our GPS was well out of date, and saw some buoys a bit further over, so we've worked our way slowly towards them. Passed a local fisherman, asked him where's the channel, and he's pointed us in the right direction, and so we're just pottering along, got 3 meters now and following the buoys again, so hopefully we'll get in there without hitting anything. So what's happening now?
Well, we've just picked up a mooring buoy. We're going to have a sandwich. We're going through the Menai Strait, so it's pretty confusing actually. It's very low tide. We've got wind against tide as we're going through. We're not quite understanding the navigation buoys because sometimes they seem to be working for us, sometimes we're going with them and we're ending up with very, very shallow water, so we're getting a little bit confused.
In a waterway open to the sea, the buoyage system switches midway through the channel. I should have read the pilot guide more carefully, as it made it all clear in there. But until I realised what was happening, we were totally confused by which side of the red and green buoys we should pass.
Feeling confident?
This is probably one of the trickiest bits of navigation I've ever done going through here.
Between the Britannia Bridge and the Menai Suspension Bridge lies a notorious stretch of water. Through the swellies, currents run strong, abruptly switching. Sea levels at either end of the strait can vary, causing a weir-like effect in places. Currents run as fast as 8 knots on spring tides, and rocks lurk just below the surface. One sailing almanac confusingly advises, avoid smooth water and head for the breakers, which tend to indicate differences in water level rather than rocks, although breakers can also mark rocks.
That was about the equivalent of whitewater rafting in Sea Line 34, I think. Exhilarating experience. First time through there. Out low tide, strong current running, wind against it. Interesting. That was great. Like whitewater rafting.
Leaving the Menai Strait behind, we made the long run around the east and north of Anglesey to Holyhead.
Well, I've just had something to eat in the local pub in Holyhead. It's about 9:30 at night. I think we're both pretty knackered after 12 hours on the boat today. So we're going to head on to the Isle of Man tomorrow, maybe see a bit of the TT if we're lucky, on to Northern Ireland, and the weather forecast is looking superb. superb for the next sort of 7-8 days. It's looking absolutely amazing. So we're going to get up to Scotland as soon as we can and see if we can get some of the Outer Hebrides.